Ever wonder how to get into colleges in the United States of America? We're talking about navigating the admissions process, the standardized tests, the essays, the whole shebang. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Applying to schools, especially ones across the globe, can seem about as straightforward as assembling furniture with only a butter knife. And trust me, I've been there. But just like those instructions that make you question your sanity, the US college application process doesn't have to be a cryptic puzzle. This video is your guide, your cheat sheet, your secret weapon to demystifying the process. We're breaking down 7 essential tips, 7 golden nuggets of wisdom, if you will, to help you conquer this beast and hopefully make your application stand out like a well-placed Oxford comma in a sea of typos. So, strap in, grab your metaphorical thinking caps, and let's embark on this journey together. By the end of this video, you'll be well on your way to understanding the ins and outs of applying to schools in the USA. Let's get started. Okay, aspiring scholars, let's kick things off with the bedrock of any successful college application research. It's like dating, but instead of swiping through profiles, you're scrolling through university websites. And trust me, the stakes are just as high, if not higher. You wouldn't marry someone you just met, would you? Okay, maybe some people would, but that's a whole other video. The point is, choosing a university is a big decision. And just like any life-altering choice, it requires careful consideration. Don't just apply to a school because your favorite celebrity went there or because it boasts a winning football team. Start by thinking about your academic interests and career aspirations. What subjects make your heart sing? What kind of learning environment do you thrive in? Do you want a small liberal arts college or a large research university? Once you've got a handle on your preferences, it's time to delve into the nitty-gritty program rankings, faculty expertise, research opportunities, internship connections. It's all about finding that perfect academic match. Now, we can't talk about finding the right university without addressing the elephant in the room: location. Where you choose to spend the next 4 years is a big deal. Are you drawn to a bustling metropolis, or do you yearn for a cozy college town? Maybe you're picturing mountains or the ocean. The US offers incredible diversity in its college campuses. From Boston's historical streets to California's sunny shores, there's a perfect location waiting for you. All right, folks, let's talk deadlines. Not the most thrilling topic, I know, but trust me, when it comes to college applications, deadlines are your new best friends. Imagine this: you've poured your heart and soul into crafting the perfect application. Your essays are lyrical masterpieces, your recommendation letters could make a statue weep, and your standardized test scores? Let's just say you could teach the test a thing or two. You hit that submit button, feeling like you could conquer the world, only to realize, gasp, you missed the deadline. Don't let this be you. Procrastination may be a tempting mistress, but when it comes to college applications, procrastination is the enemy. We're talking about a process that requires meticulous planning and a healthy dose of obsession with deadlines. Now, you might be thinking, John, this all sounds terrifyingly organized, and you'd be right. But fear not, my friends, for I come bearing the gift of organization tips. First things first, create a master calendar. I'm talking a visual representation of all your deadlines, big or small. Think of it as your battle plan for conquering the college admissions war. Mark down application deadlines, standardized test dates, financial aid deadlines, and any other important milestones. Next up, break it down. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your applications won't be either. Divide the application process into manageable chunks, setting realistic goals for each stage. This could mean tackling 1 essay per week, dedicating specific days for test prep, or reaching out to potential recommenders well in advance. Remember, staying organized is crucial to staying sane throughout this process. So, embrace your inner planner, invest in a good calendar or 3, and get ready to conquer those deadlines like the academic rock star you are. All right, so you've got your list of dream schools, but hold on a second. Before you pack your metaphorical bags, we need to talk about standardized tests. In the US university admissions game, standardized tests are kind of a big deal. Think of them as those arcade games where you try to rack up as many points as possible to impress everyone and win that giant stuffed animal. Except in this case, the prize is acceptance into your top choice program. These tests, whether it's the SAT, ACT, GRE, GMAT, or the English proficiency exams like TOEFL and IELTS, they're designed to measure your readiness for university-level studies. And luckily, there are tons of resources available to help you succeed. The first step is to figure out which test is required for your program of study. Different universities and even different departments within the same university might have their own specific requirements. Once you've identified the test you need to take, it's time to dive into the world of preparation. And trust me, there's no shortage of resources available. From test prep books that could rival the size of some textbooks to online platforms with practice questions galore, you'll find plenty of materials to help you familiarize yourself with the test format, content, and strategies. And hey, don't underestimate the power of practice tests. Taking timed practice tests under simulated exam conditions can be incredibly helpful in building your stamina, managing test day anxiety, and identifying your strengths and weaknesses. Remember, practice makes progress, not necessarily perfect. Oh, and one last thing. While high scores are definitely a plus, don't let them define you. Universities look at your application holistically, considering your grades, essays, letters of recommendation, and your overall profile. So take a deep breath, put in the effort, and remember that standardized tests are just one piece of the admissions puzzle. Let's talk about the Statement of Purpose, or SOP, in admissions. Another essay? Didn't I leave those behind in high school? The SOP is different. It's about telling your story. Think of it as a conversation with the admissions committee. They want to hear from you, the person behind the numbers. Explain your motivations and why you're drawn to their program. Answer: why this program at this university and why you? So, how do you go about writing a statement of purpose that stands out from the crowd? Well, first and foremost, be genuine. Don't try to be someone you're not, or write what you think the admissions committee wants to hear. Your voice, your experiences, your perspectives, those are what make your story unique and compelling. Start by reflecting on your academic journey. What subjects have ignited your curiosity? What research projects have you been passionate about? What experiences have solidified your desire to pursue this particular field of study? Weave those experiences into a narrative that showcases your intellectual development, your growth mindset, and your commitment to your chosen field. Talk about your future aspirations. Where do you see yourself after completing this program? How do you envision contributing to your field and making a meaningful impact? Remember, the statement of purpose is not just about getting accepted into a program. It's about embarking on a journey of intellectual and personal growth. So, be bold, be authentic, and let your passion shine through. So, you've aced your standardized tests, poured your heart into your statement of purpose, and now it's time to talk about another crucial component of your application: letters of recommendation. I know, asking for favors can be a bit awkward, but trust me, these letters can be invaluable. Think of it this way: your application presents you from your perspective, but letters of recommendation provide a valuable third-party perspective. They offer insights into your abilities, work ethic, and character traits from people who've directly observed you in academic or professional settings. Now, you might be tempted to go for the most prestigious name or the highest-ranking professor, but that's not always the best strategy. The most impactful letters of recommendation come from individuals who know you well and can speak to your strengths and potential with genuine enthusiasm and specific examples. Choose recommenders who've taught you in challenging courses, supervised your research projects, or mentored you in extracurricular activities. They should be able to highlight your intellectual curiosity, critical thinking skills, and your contributions to the academic community. When approaching potential recommenders, it's essential to provide them with ample time and all the information they need to write a strong and compelling letter. Don't underestimate the power of a well-crafted brag sheet. This document should include your updated resume, a list of relevant coursework or projects you've completed under their guidance, and a clear explanation of your academic and career goals. Remember, writing a thoughtful and personalized letter of recommendation takes time and effort, so be respectful of your recommender's schedules and commitments. Follow up politely but persistently, and always offer to answer any questions they might have. And hey, once you've received those glowing letters of recommendation, don't forget to send a sincere thank you note. Expressing your gratitude goes a long way and strengthens those valuable relationships you've built over the years. Letters of recommendation, while just one piece of the application puzzle, can provide valuable context and insights into your qualifications. So choose your recommenders wisely, provide them with the support they need, and let their words paint a vivid picture of your potential. So, you've fallen in love with a university, pictured yourself strolling through its hallowed halls, maybe even picked out your future dorm room online. But before you start packing, let's talk about the hefty tuition bill. Studying in the USA can be a significant investment, but don't let those dollar signs scare you away. A college education is an investment in your future. There are resources to help fund your education, from scholarships to financial aid, and even part-time work opportunities. Every dollar you secure is a dollar less to repay later. First up, let's talk scholarships, the holy grail of funding your education. Think of scholarships like free money for your brain power. They're essentially gifts that you don't have to repay. Pretty cool, right? There's a common misconception that scholarships are only for straight-A students or star athletes. But here's the truth. Scholarships come in all shapes and sizes, and they're awarded for a wide range of talents, achievements, and even backgrounds. Some scholarships are based on academic merit, while others might focus on your artistic abilities, community involvement, leadership skills, or even your cultural heritage. Seriously, there's a scholarship out there for almost everyone. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, and trust us, you definitely should, is to become a scholarship sleuth. Start by exploring scholarship databases and websites like Scholarship America, FastWeb, and Unigo. Don't forget to check if your chosen universities offer scholarships specifically for international students. Congratulations, future scholar! You've aced your exams, poured your heart into your application, and finally received that coveted acceptance letter. But before you book that one-way ticket to the land of opportunity, there's one more hurdle to clear: the F1 student visa. The F1 visa is your golden ticket to legally study in the United States. Think of it as an exclusive pass that allows you to enter the US for the specific purpose of pursuing your education. It's like a backstage pass to the concert of your dreams. Only this concert lasts for years and could potentially shape your entire future. Now, we know what you might be thinking. Visa applications? Paperwork? Interviews? It sounds about as exciting as watching paint dry, right? But hey, don't hit that panic button just yet. We're here to guide you through every step of the process, demystifying the jargon and equipping you with the knowledge and confidence to conquer the visa application like a pro. So grab your metaphorical compass and let's navigate this maze together. The visa interview is often the most nerve-wracking part of the entire process. It's like going on a first date, except this time, the stakes are much higher than just a second date. Your future literally hangs in the balance. But here's the good news. With a little preparation and a healthy dose of confidence, you'll be well on your way to acing that interview and securing your student visa. First things first, dress to impress. You don't need to show up in a three-piece suit, but aim for a neat professional appearance that shows you're serious about your studies. Remember, first impressions matter, even in the world of visa interviews. Practice your English speaking skills. The visa officer will assess your English proficiency during the interview, so be prepared to answer questions clearly and confidently. Don't memorize answers, but have a general idea of how you'll respond to common questions, such as why you chose the US, your chosen program, and your future plans. Be prepared to provide supporting documents. The visa officer might ask for additional evidence to support your application, such as financial documents, transcripts, or standardized test scores. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of our whirlwind tour of applying to schools in the USA. We've covered a lot of ground, from researching universities to crafting compelling essays. From navigating the financial aid labyrinth to conquering the visa interview, it's been a journey, hasn't it? And we know it might have felt overwhelming at times, like trying to drink from a fire hose of information. But guess what? You've made it. You've armed yourself with the knowledge, the resources, and hopefully, the confidence to take on this exciting new chapter in your life. Remember, applying to schools abroad is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires patience, perseverance, and a healthy dose of self-belief. Don't be afraid to ask for help along the way. Reach out to your teachers, counselors, mentors, or even fellow students who have gone through the process. Most importantly, never lose sight of your dreams. Visualize yourself thriving in a U.S. classroom, immersing yourself in a new culture, and making lifelong connections. Because trust us, the rewards of studying abroad are worth every ounce of effort you put in. Good luck, future scholars. The world is your oyster.